because all of these things have some money behind them. All these things that you see, you know. So when if it's not all your own money, if I put 100,000 into what you doing, I might want a little say so.
True.
I don't know if I would just say, hey, you know what? Hey, you know what, you my man here. Here go this. You know, this your shot to make whatever you can make happen out of it. I don't give a fuck if you go buy a couple of Starbucks with it. You know
It's you.
If I hand this to you and I just hand it to you, then that's just what it is, you know. But if I'm doing business with you to the point to where I'm trying to get some return on what I'm doing, then yeah, we need to make decisions that support that.
Yeah.
And doing records with your homies ain't gonna cut it. If these guys don't even have enough weight to bring a few fans in, they just your niggas. It don't always benefit like that. Sometimes, you got a platform big enough. Nipsey platform, he set his platform up big enough to put his partners on a lot of records. That give them opportunities. They gonna go perform because he gonna do them songs.
Right.
They gonna get a chance to go get on the road, and that's how you set it up. Everybody is not awarded that. You may be signing somebody that make all the decisions. It's your job at that point.
Right.
So, you can creatively, once you get of Kendrick stature, I'm sure if you want to do a record with somebody, you ain't gonna get too much of a hiccup behind it. I would think that. I don't know. Maybe Dr. Dre feel a way about it. Maybe Top feel a way about it. Who knows? I have no idea. They may give him the keys and just say, turn him loose. You just don't know anybody's scenario, so to assume that they're purposely not fucking with me, I just never fed into.
I got you.
I feel that.
So to take it in a different direction, which one of your projects would you consider to be classic or close to it? And for what reason?
Classic of compared to my own material or compared to everybody else's, like what else is out?
Yeah, I would say things that would stand up against.
That would stand the test of time against some other records.
Yeah.
Some stuff you look back on, you like, yeah, I did that right there. Like, yeah, I showed out right there.
Everything from Emotion on My Sleeve down. Everything.
Okay.
My first tape was cool, but the next one, Emotion on My Sleeve, was the one that set it off. And from then on, each one has progressed greatly. And right when I feel like I can't, it won't get any better with nobody being able to fuck with this, I'll create this. And then when people say, I don't have enough records with hooks, then I create this. And I had a whole album, I had a hook on every song.
Motion on My Sleeve, was that the one that you had skits on?
Yup, Emotion on My Sleeve. I done that on a couple of projects. But yeah, that has the
Like the comedy
got a lot of
skits.
the comedy skits. Yeah,
that one was dope. But honestly, I would, and not just because I was on a part of it, but I would have to say Adversity Ambiance.
Adversity Ambiance.
Yeah, that one was classic to me, absolutely.
Yeah. I think there's a big gap in time between that one and that one. But for when I dropped that one, where the climate was, I was fucking everything up in the climate.
Yeah.
So it was like, on that record displayed all these different things I can do musically, and the music still tied in. That put me in some different conversations. That was the Amplified records, the Straight Up Is,
Okay.
all that kind of shit was on those records. So those start turning some different heads because they weren't so razzle dazzle rapping, but the rapping was still where it needed to be. So it had enough range. It could go from Straight Up Is to the song To the Best with Me and Bad Luck, just like that.
Or that one joint, I forgot the name of it, but it was a joint you did. It was you and Jay Black.
Oh, Shit, me and Jay Black got a few. Got about
Got a
6
few.
songs.
Man,
maybe 6
it
or
was-
7 songs.
I know that
The
when
business is.
yeah, there you
That's
go.
on the.
There you
That was
go.
on my first tape.
Yeah.
That was on my first tape, and that had Fireman. That records was
Yeah.
on the radio. Fireman, where you from? Those was on that tape. But yeah, that I got a lot of records with Jay Black, man.
Yeah. That was another good combination right there too, man. Y'all worked good together.
Did you go ahead?
That was, you know.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just thinking. Out of what you say, yeah, A&A too. The Bar Mitzvah is hard.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Pipe Dreams is hard.
Yeah.
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 I mean, across the
They
board,
all
all of
are.
them are.
Like that.
But like if
what,
you had
what
to
rapper
like
have you heard that do the kind of rapping that I do, or that you traditionally used to hearing me do, could pull Pipe Dreams off?
Not
Like
many.
that shit could stand by itself
Or-
against any heartthrob.
I put it to you like this, you know how like
Not many.
how Jay-Z
Not many.
says Reasonable Doubt is his baby.
Right.
Out of all your projects, which one is your baby?
I don't have it yet.
Ain't been made?
Nah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
That's
dope
crazy.
right there. That's because some people, oh man, my first one from, you know, but
Nah.
yeah, like nah,
I
it ain't here.
haven't had my first one yet. I've been practicing.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. So
I've
when
been, all these years I've been finding, you know, I was a different kid, 10 years ago, obviously.
yeah,
I just couldn't be the same.
Right.
But like who I am now is defined by all of that. So I haven't made the record that I feel like is the one, but I do got songs that bring tears to my eyes, so I know those are the ones to keep.
gotcha.
So I have a few records that I hold close to me like that. I don't even plan for nobody, cause I'm just waiting.
Right.
They timeless.
To put them on that record,
Yeah.
that project.
Like I got some records, some ones,
I'm pretty
I
sure
hold on
you got
to those.
some in the cut.
Yeah. My vault, man, is is pretty cool and it's very well rounded. Like I got a little bit of shit you probably don't think I have. I got fun shit. I got serious shit. I got life records. I got narratives. We got the bartender shit. Got the storylines. I don't know if you don't know.
Oh, yeah.
We've never written a single record. Me and Columbo Black, the bartender song.
I'm well into those videos, bro. I'll look for those. I
Like,
click on those all the time. They pop up on my little YouTube channel, man. I make sure I watch those, bro.
I didn't say
See,
that,
that's the
yeah.
thing. You
That-
got so much
like that.
good chemistry with so many people, whether they sing, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you in Bad Luck, man. That's like the Broad Street Bully and his homie. You know what I mean? Y'all just smacking niggas around for like 3 minutes.
I mean, that's the thing, being able to having the balance to no matter which arena you throw me in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's important. I could get on somebody R&B record.
Right.
That's all R&B in me. It can be pop record. It can be a ballad. I have the flexibility to do all those styles without compromising who
Who
I
you
am
are.
as a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like those kind of things. It could be the street record. So I could go open for Dog in the Dog Pound. I got enough records to do that.
Yeah.
In the same sentence, you could send me out with Lupe, and I can handle that crowd too. So the balance. You want to put us out on the stage with the Rock the Bells, and I take Columbo, then we go out there and rock. It's easy. Like whatever avenue
No matter where you stick me,
we're gonna roll, I'm
We're
gonna be
gonna do
fine.
this.
If you want to turn up, I know how to do the turn up records. Those just not my go-tos. Don't think for a second that I don't know how to boogie.
right?
That's a lot. That's a feeling. That's easy. Any nigga with any kind of rhythm, if you can dance and roller skate and that kind of that shit easy. You just got to boogie. That's just learning the lingo of that lifestyle. That's it. That lifestyle is just a feeling. You go out enough at night and you start to feel like some of these niggas got music that's for the mood. And it only feel good like in an atmosphere.
For that time.
Yeah, like I don't necessarily want to hear it in a car.
Right.
But if you're in the club, this is
But
different.
in the atmosphere, it feels the energy different.
So
People are gonna make music for that. You know what I'm saying? And you can hear who targets that.
Right.
And that gets translated to, oh man, like, man, that's whack. It's like, nah, you don't understand. It's geared for something.
I just hate to when it gets to a point to where it's like, oh no, I don't want to hear nothing but that.
Yeah.
I mean, but at the same token, a lot of the music, the sound right now is one sided like that. There's not a whole lot of versatility in the game, anyways. So they really kind of have to go to rappers like Mike to get that, because the game is just terribly one sided. Everybody sounds the same. Everybody's
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's no more room. Like you either on this, or it's like some niggas might like you, but as far as the masses, we're here, and it's like
it's the commercialism.
Yeah, that shit is
the
like
commercialism kind of makes people just do because these artists, these labels will be like, I want the next such and such, or when, like he said, riding that wave, they all ride that wave, and
So
everybody starts sounding the same.
So that's how you gotta applaud Nip. He don't sound like none of that shit.
Nah, he don't.
nope.
He don't. Like, I'll put all the bias out the window. Like, that's just the truth to the matter. Like, he does what he wants to do musically, wherever he wants to go musically, and it's translated
still him.
well.
Nah,
It's translated well. Who he is as a being, on the record, that's never compromised. No matter what the music choice or selection is, he's still gonna remain that. But he's not chasing the sound. You don't really hear a nigga rapping harmonies. Everybody do all these singy, poppy things like
putting the auto-tune on, yeah.
Even the people that do a little auto-tune every now and again, that's fine. When you go into it like Ron Browse, where you're doing the whole record, that's a different thing. There's nothing wrong with competing. It's cool, but when you want to sound like the next guy, it's just different.
Okay.
Like
Have you ever, which all MCs have, but some is different than others. Have you ever had that little spell of writer's block? And if so, like, how was your way of getting out of it?
No, I never had that.
Never had that, like, had a moment where it's like, man, I'm just not, like,
Inspired.
I'm not inspired. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just need a break.
I've had times where I've taken a break, but it's not because
You couldn't write anything. It's just you
I just may
needed-
not have anything to say at the time.
Okay.
When I spent so much time recording and writing records, then I picked 20 records, and then it was 20 that I didn't use at all. I'm kind of all wrapped out right now.
I need to go experience some shit.
Yeah, I poured all of what I've been going through or whatever I wanted to say, what was on my mind for the last year. I kind of spilled it here.
Right.
I didn't hold nothing back in the conversations that I wanted to get off. So I turned those into 3 projects. But yeah, back to the block, I've done enough material that I could chill.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I can kind of recoup, see how these sounds are working, see if these songs are translating, how well are the projects doing. Then I know what to do next. But if I don't throw none of this shit out, I ain't gonna know if it's what I think it is.
Like,
I might have a hit in there and I'm just holding on to it.
Gotcha. Right. Well, shit, last question. It's the source. Unsigned hype. What changed when you got that? Like, what prior to that, you have a certain status. When you got that, what changed?
Nothing.
It didn't afford you anything or any extra things, connections or networking or anything?
No, it made my family proud. That was cool.
I mean, it definitely made me proud.
Yeah, the people that that know me and that's rooting for me, it was cool. I see some of the greatest rappers to ever be mentioned in them same pages.
Right, exactly.
Right.
And you part of that.
And you part of that. That's
included
historical, bro.
Where it wavered for me, and it was like trying to look at it glass half full, it also has some of the most terrible rappers I've ever heard in them same columns. And it's like, does that bring down the value of how special this accolade is? Because bad, not so good rappers are in it because they may know the editor or they may rub elbows with the nigga that could put them in the book.
True.
Nah, I don't think it discounts it
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
At what point,
because of the quality of the others.
it's like right now, I'm sure you feel like the freshman class magazine has no value to you in any capacity.
Not at this
Nah.
But
point.
about 8 years ago,
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it did. But now I don't even pay. I can't even front, bro. I don't even
I
even
feel
pay
like
attention.
So-
they buy those.
so that's the same theory. It's like, all right, you got, Eminem, Biggie, Redman, Pusha T, and Mykestro. And then there might be like boom, 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 and I ain't gonna name no guys off. And you be like, wait a minute, huh? How they in the same rap category as these guys? So it's like, oh well, things change. Maybe people that used to work there don't work there no more, and it's a new set of people. He got a different flavor.
Right.
So this is what he like, because that's a person making that decision. I'm sure it's not a panel of 15 people listening to a couple of local rappers or up and coming rappers that they think is cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was blessed to be picked to even, be even considered for something like that. I'm sure
You can say most def yours was earned, bro. Like you
Word,
earned
appreciate
yours.
that,
You know what I'm saying? And like one last thing, bro. Like how do you in this industry, bro? Like far as the networking, like how can you like from your travels at least kind of know like who's somewhat solid and nah, I'm just gonna dismiss that one. Like how do you walk that fine line like when you out networking or whether it be out in the club or just out and about or at different studios? How can you like kind of okay, this dude seemed like he a good dude and this nigga just caught up in the life, he just on that shit.
How do you make those decisions?
Yeah, like far as like
network.
networking purposes, song purposes, just like how like something that can really is beneficial to you as opposed to like he just here.
I mean, it's just
what
kind of. I wouldn't count anybody out. You never know who's who in these places.
Right.
You just have the slightest idea who's who knows, what guy, who works for who. You just don't know. So that kind of thing, you don't know till you know that it was some bullshit or they were just talking. You don't know till you know. Everybody approaches me when you eye and eye with guys, then they're more they have a better tendency to reach out to fuck with you.
Okay.
It's like, this nigga on my level. Cool. No, that's it. It just works differently. That could always go like you can't judge that at first meeting. Because you just don't know. Everybody not the guy that communicates with the club. Yeah, you might say, you might catch me fresh off the stage. I might just shoot you on my ass real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna like shun you like, hey, look, blah, blah, blah. If I got a way to give you, a way to contact me, want to give me some beats. People be in my live feed all the time. Like, hey, how do I get you beats? Like, send them right here. That's it. No telling what's that. I don't know who that is. That might be Kanye West.
The next one.
You just don't know. You just don't know. So I kind of keep it that way, and I keep my doors open somewhat, and allow myself to boom wham with people when I'm out. But you got a chance or two to you show me who you are.
Right.
And that's it. You give.
Because it's rare. Because nowadays it's not too. Oh my bad. I was gonna say it's not too many. It's not too many rappers that you can approach. Most of them they like nah. So it's like that's good that you had that. somebody see you if they out at a show that, hey, yo, Mike, can I get 5 minutes of your time?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's
Some
a part of
ain't
the job.
touchable like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, and you know, one day I'm gonna attain some kind of status like that, to where it may not be as easy to get that few minutes, but I always do my best to get back, you know, and get back out there and holler at people and do that kind of thing. When I go to the shows or I rap, you know, I go move around and go shake hands and slap hands and take pictures and shit before it's time to go rock. And afterwards, and you know, it's gonna be some time you're gonna have to meet me backstage to do that. But
Right.
you know, I'll always enjoy that part of it. You know, that part of it is cool. That's the cool shit about the business. You know, being, you know, you inspire people. People look up to you for something. You know, for whatever reason that is. You know, to be cheered on. I'm sure everybody. I would feel good to everybody.
Right.
Yeah, that's dope, man. The music business weird, man. You know, so trying to find joys out of it. You know, when the rapping's supposed to be fun, but all the variants that go into making it, you know, sometimes it can be discouraging because it don't have a lot to do with you being good or not being good. You know, I come from sports where you good, you fucking play.
Right. Yeah, it ain't always that simple.
I didn't learn that till I got to junior college. It's like, oh, you could be good and they might sit you down anyway. Oh shit. Oh yeah, this kid been going in junior college for 3 years. His parents is somebody in the alumni here. You know, whatever the case may be. Yeah, he need to play in front of this guy because his grandparent they got a statue of him here at the school. You know, politics.
Right.
You know, that's when it get weird. So that's the same thing be happening with rap. You know, you get to that spot to where the things that you used to have to do to make it are no longer the criteria. And it keeps changing. And as you strive to push and get better, you see the game getting worse. And then you feel like you just missed your window. And then everybody, you know, gonna cheer for you for a little while and tell you, hey man, all things come full circle. Hip hop is coming back. Hip hop is coming back. And then there's 5 more bozos. You know, then you get one Kendrick. And then you get a J. Cole. You know, and a couple of guys make it through the Matrix.
Right.
And you know, you don't know any of those guys' scenarios hands on. Nobody knows but them. You know, what challenges have come with, you know, that fame that they got. But that's the same thing we all want. Everybody out here want to shop. Sometimes it takes somebody that believes in you. And so, you know, this shit is out the gate. It's a money pit. It's not for the everyday guy that go to work and got a job and a family. Kids of any kind of sort. If you work 9 to 5 jobs, like, you know, it's hard to make it in rap. So when niggas hit me up about doing features and verses, I might ask them, man, what you do for a living? What you using this record for? Say, oh yeah, I got my kids, I go to work, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's cool, man. And I'll do a record for him for nothing, because he like me. Would I expect him to take something off his little kid plate to try to pay a rapper to try to help get ahead? Because that's what it's about. Like, yeah, you're reaching out to me for something because I'm ahead of you in some light and I inspire you in some form to want to do something with me. So let me show you some love back and show you, hey, look, I'm a regular nigga like you. I'm still chasing this shit too. Right. And then, you know, sometimes it ain't about no money. It's Christmas time, man. Like, spend that money on your kids.
Right.
You know, and that's shit that will be cool. You know, if niggas done, but niggas done it for me. Yeah. I got Snoop Dogg records, Corrupt records. I have records with a little bit of everybody. Dash, Superfly, Exhibit. I could go down the line.
Right.
Like, nobody charged me nothing. They ain't never fixed their lips to you to say, I need this song, nigga, come through, pull up, come by. So I got shown that love, I reciprocated right back.
Yeah, you gotta pay it forward.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah.
Well, man, I gotta say, tonight has been a lot of jewels have been dropped tonight.